explain to you the one by one steps on how to do the post-tension slab on the construction site. So as we all know, that the post-tension concrete means that the concrete is poured first and then the tension is applied. But it is still stressed before the loads are being applied, so it is still a pre-stress. Okay, number 1, installing the slab formwork. Okay, number 2, installing the side formwork. Okay, so the formwork actually is sort of like a mold, for concrete structural components. It will be like a mold to place the fresh concrete, just like that. Okay, number 3, placing the lower reinforcement. Reinforcement is usually used to describe the steel bars in the reinforced concrete. As concrete is very weak in tension, steel will be used to help to take the tension loading. So when the compression is becoming way too much, steel will be used and will be put in the compression zone to help the concrete, because when a concrete floor slab is subjected to the forces, it will bend, So these forces are a result of gravity pulling down on the slab while additional weight is being applied to the top of the slab. So the bending and the flexing will create a very high tensile forces that can cause the concrete floor slab to crack. Okay, so this is where the use of reinforcing becomes more important in this case. Okay, number 4, installing anti-bursting reinforcement. Okay, so a post-tension pre-stress system basically just consists of a high-strength tendon or strand running through the length of the concrete structure. So these relatively large compressive forces generated from this strand are applied to the concrete over a small area. Okay, so for this reason, anti-bursting reinforcement will be used to control the cracking that are caused by the tensile forces, just like that. Okay, so number 5, placing the lower reinforcement in column. Okay, column. Okay, number 6, installing punching shear reinforcement. Ooh, you know that punching shear is like a type of failure for reinforced concrete slabs that are subjected to very high localized forces. So the failure is due to shear, that's why we have to put the reinforcement. So step number 7, we have to determine the position and the placement of the bar chair by the profile height. So basically, bar chair is provided in slab and flooring work for maintaining the spacing in the top layer and the bottom layer for avoiding of collapse of the bar. Okay, step number 8, placing the tendon and tied with bar chair. Okay, tendon, it's just the pre-stressing steel cable inside the plastic ducts or sleeve that are positioned in the forms before the concrete is being placed. Number 9, installing anchorage and grout vent. Oh my god, it's very hard to pronounce it. Okay, so the anchorage are casted into the concrete, and it will help to transfer the entire load from strand into the concrete. That's it. Number 10, placing the top reinforcement and also the extra reinforcement as well. Okay, number 11, just pour the concrete. Like I said before, in post-tension concrete, after the tendon is being placed, we pour the concrete so that once the concrete has gained strength, the cables will be pulled tightly or tension or anchor against the outer edges of the concrete, just like that. Number 12, remove the side formwork. For number 13, we have to remove the former. Number 14, we have to insert all the blocks and all the jaws. Okay, so, wow, this actually is quite long to explain, but yeah. Number 15, stressing and measuring elongation. So for this operation, it is also known as the stressing operation or the tensioning operation of the tendons, and it is achieved usually by using a hydraulic jack. So the forces generated when the tendons are stressed are very high and high enough to cause injury to people that are working on the job if the installation and stressing are not done properly. So they have to be careful. Okay, and the tensioning is happening, the steel is being elongated and the concrete is being compressed. So the steel elongation is measured and recorded for each tendon. And actually this measurement will be reviewed to determine and verify the proper force that exists in each tendon. Okay, so number 16, we have to cut down the strand N. Once the elongation measurements have been improved, so the stressing tails can be cut off. Step number 17. We have to fill the socket with mortar. Okay, so the stressing pocket will be filled with mortar to provide cover and also the protection over the end of the pre-stressing steel. Number 18. Bleeding air for cleaning. Okay, the last but not least, number 19, grouting. So grouting for the post-tension cables will be carried out to provide a permanent protection to the steel cables against corrosion. Okay, so it will also develop a bond between cables and the surrounding concrete, which fills the dark space and prevent water collection and also freezing. Okay, that's it for me today. I'm Syifaa Nadia Zulkifli, and thank you so much. Okay, please have a nice day today. Okay, Assalamualaikum.